Hello everyone, this is Raja Ramesh and welcome back to TypeScript and Playwright Journey. In the previous video, we have learned about functions. In this video, we will discuss about arrays in detail. We already discussed about arrays in one of our previous videos, but we just discussed basics of arrays. In this video, let us see arrays in detail. Before discussing about arrays in detail, let us recap what we already discussed in our previous videos. Open Visual Studio Code and create a new file called, we already have arrays, so arrays2.ts. So let us create a new array which stores some numbers in that. Remember the syntax? We will do that. Let name of the array nums and we give the data type number followed by square brackets equal to and the list of values to be saved in this array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is our array. Now we will see how to print the values of array. We have different ways. We can directly use the name of the array to get this log to console.log nums. If you run this, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the console. So all the elements from the nums array are displayed on the console. And if you want to print or if you want to access any particular element from that array, we depend on the index of that element. And if you remember, the index of an array starts from 0 and will be incremented by 1. So this array index started from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So the maximum index of this array is 4, right? So we can access elements from nums array using index as well. Copy this, paste this and try to access index of nums of 1 and clear the output. And if you run this again, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2, which is actually stored at first position in nums array. Now, what happens if we try to access any element which does not exist? I mean, the index is out of bounds. So, we are giving some index which does not exist in that array. For example, 4 is the maximum index of this array. I try to access 6. In this case, it's not value, remember, it is index 6, right? It is actually undefined. So, we will be getting undefined. See this undefined because that index itself does not exist. And we have a special property for an array to get the number of elements in that array. We can write that as dot array name dot length. So nums dot length, what length will do is, if you mouse over on that, gets or sets the length of an array. This is a number one higher than the highest index of that array. What does this mean? So length of array nums will return the total number of elements from that array, which is 5, and this help message is saying it will be the highest index plus 1 because the maximum index from this array is 4 plus 1 will be the size of that array or length of that array. So we should get 5 to the console. See, this is 5. And we can access all the elements from arrays using loops also. Either we can depend on for loop and we start from for let I equal to 0 because the index is starting from 0, and we can loop through the array till it is less than the length and we can access the element. And if we want to store some value inside an array, we can just use the index also. Nums dot 1 equal to 10. So if I do like this and if I print console this one, just commenting out all these, or let us keep those but clear the console. If you see this, in this line actually it resulted in printing 2 because nums of 1 is 2 at that time, but here we made a reassignment and updated the value at nums of 1 with 10, and if we try to print that here, it printed 10 because it is already overwritten. So this is how we access elements. And we also learned about few methods to push and pop from the arrays. So we use push to add a number at the end of an array. So now if we access this length, before push I will put the length and after push I will put the length and run this again. You will see a change of 1 because one new element is added to array. And pop nums dot pop will remove the last element from that array, and if you run this again, it removed the last element from the array. So you will see the length as 5 again. Before push it is 5, after push it is 6, after pop it is 5. Got it? And again, if you want to see the number of elements in the array, you will see the same elements but with modified value at index 1. So if you observe at the last line, this is the latest nums array 1, 10, 3, 4, 5. 10 because we already reassigned the value at index 1. So this is what we learned in our previous videos. And in the next video, we will learn about few other methods called shift, unshift, slice and splice. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.